All right, guys, got a beginner follow along ab workout here today. I'm gonna do it with you. All right, we just got 6 exercises. It's perfect for beginners. We're gonna do our best to keep the hip flexors out of the exercises because a lot of times beginners feel it more in their hip flexors or their back. That's not what we're going for. We're going for just your abs here, guys. Remember, 45 seconds on. If you can't do the entire exercise, go for as long as you can. 15 seconds rest. The first exercise is gonna hit those lower abs. It's called a butterfly reverse crunch. Get down on the ground here. Remember, 45 seconds in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs are open and out. Just bring them together and lift up. Open them on the bottom, squeeze them together and lift up. Again, most of the time when we do reverse crunches, we're relying on the hip flexors to pull ourselves back into position. However, a lot of times that can yank on your low back and cause some pain. We're not doing that. Here, if anything, we've got our adductors a little bit more activated here. That's not a bad thing because our groin muscles tend to be pretty weak. Again, lift, squeeze, try to clear that tailbone off of the ground. Five seconds. Good. Remember, if you can't go for the entire length of that time, go for as long as you can and keep going each time you do the workout. Next one up is the opposite knee to elbow. So we get into this on hands plank position and we're gonna drive our knee in just like that. Right elbow to left knee, left elbow to right knee. Every time when you bring it in, squeeze. Try to contract your abs. Don't just tap them, try to contract and squeeze. By squeezing and really focusing on contracting the abs, you kind of minimize that dominance of the hip flexors. Good. Take those 15 seconds of rest. You're doing good. We move on to the next exercise. It's a side plank variation called the kickstand side plank. Get in position on one elbow, keep the other hand down on the ground to actually help you. What you do is push and lift up right here. Use that other hand for support if needed. But what I'm trying to do is squeeze through the obliques to make this work. Since we got 2 sides here, we're gonna do it twice. First on the right side, which is the bottom side here being worked. Then we're gonna flip over and go 45 seconds on the left. This works on what we call pillar strength or lateral pillar strength of our core. Good. Hit those 15 seconds. Get in position on the opposite side. So far, so good. Hand in position. And here we go. Lift. The kickstand comes from this assistance hand. Even if your hip flexors tend to still kick in a little bit too much, even on that last exercise with the opposite knee and elbow, if they got fatigued, this exercise is going to give them a nice rest in between. Good. Halfway home. 3 to go. You can do it. This one's going to be what we call a mid-range exercise, where both the top and the bottom move together. It's a hands back, knee thrust. Hands are behind you. You're gonna pull one leg in and alternate. Drive in. Really again, try to get that good hard squeeze on your abs. You can see I'm crunching and flexing at the same time. Right, coming forward, bringing my chest towards my knee at the same time that I'm bringing it in to get that spinal flexion that we know engages the abs. And again, by doing it in this alternating fashion, I get a little reprieve on the hip flexors rather than having to have them perform this move at the same time together. Good. 15 seconds. Now we get into that on hands position again. It's a plank toe tap. We're gonna get top down rotation. Hands are on the ground. My goal is to touch my opposite toe. Reach, rotate, and squeeze. Again, these aren't just passive exercises that I'm just looking to complete the motion. I'm looking to contract and squeeze through. Really work the abs. Teach yourself how to engage your abs. It's really important for beginners to learn how to do that. So I'm squeezing through here. Squeeze. How much time we got here? 10 seconds. Squeeze. See, it's even worked for me. Remember, if you can't get it all the way through for the entire time, you go for as long as you can and build up. Good. Now, last one. Good way to end it. It's the frog crunch. So we're gonna open those legs again. And what we're doing here is, again, trying to take the hip flexors out of it, just performing a simple crunch, with the goal being to lift your shoulder blades up off the ground. And again, no yanking on the neck. Never when we crunch. Just kind of keep them supported gently near the sides of your head, because the arms being back here is additional weight that you have to lift. So if they were here, you can make it easier, and maybe you need to do that right now. But if not, the additional weight of the arms back here is more work, but just not there to start pulling or yanking on the neck. Well, you can do this. We're almost done. Last 5 seconds. Finish strong. And done. If you want to keep going, go for an additional round. Take it through. Click that button below that I linked so you can rewind it right to the beginning of the second round. That's it, guys. Again, beginners, everybody starts somewhere. Intermediate can do this too. Just take it for longer durations. The ab workout is designed to help everybody. Guys, if you're looking for complete programs, we have them all over at ATHLEAN-X.com. Of course, meal plans too, because they're gonna help you to show the abs that you're working on. All right, guys, I hope you liked it. We'll be back here soon. See ya.